It's BGV, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. In the last episode, we entered Zion Valley. We are doing the Honest Arts DLC. Let's take a look at our quest objective, shall we? Arrival at Zion, travel to Dead Horse's camp at Eastern Virgin. That's what they call it. I didn't make the name. Where is, what's his face? Follows Chalk, right? There he is. Okay, do you have any dialogue options, my friend? You'll notice he is like a full-fledged companion. You know what? I honestly don't really want to know anything about you at this moment, Follows Chalk. So let's continue forward where the sign is. A sign in a dystopian era.
Here if you want, or head east over the ridge. There's a nice view from the top of that cliff, if you want to look.
Yeah, actually, let's go ahead and do that. And I said dystopian, but that's not the correct word because dystopian is like where all-knowing government controls every aspect of society, right? So he said if we go to the east, we can get a look. And yeah, I want to do that because we want... If you remember in the last episode, he said that his perk is that if we go to a high area, he can basically map out all of your icons on the mini-map. So I want to do that, although I'm not sure what he's talking about. Maybe that cliff up there, because we do have to get high. Not in the way that you're thinking. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot whatever that is. Oh, it's a Yao Guai. Hello. Alright, let's shoot it in the face and hope that we have enough VATS to kill it. We do. Oh my god, dude, fire! What are you waiting for? Holy crap, that thing came really close. It was like smiling right in front of Arizona's face. Alright, we did it nevertheless, though. Yeah, hopefully this path leads up. It does look like it will. Okay, I see where we need to go, but there's another thing over there, and it looks like it's another Yao Guai. Yeah, although I don't know. There you are. If you could, like, be a little bit more predictable, because you're running all over the place. Okay. I never understood why these things were called Yao Guais, by the way. Obviously, they're bears. They're mutated bears, I guess more ferocious than your average bear. But if you don't know, there's a bunch of stuff dealing with like Chinese stealth operatives when the war was going on. So maybe like they named it or they had something to do with the naming process. I don't know. But does it want me to jump up here? Either way, it's not activating anything. But this is pretty much the highest point that we can get to. So it's going to have to do. Let's actually take a look at our mini-map and see if that changed anything. Doesn't look like it did. The spine. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna move forward. Because, yeah, we should be able to see in the perks menu. Let's go to stats and perks. I wonder if it's going to tell us what Silent or Walks with Chalk is going to be. Yeah, while Follows Chalk is in your party, reaching any summit in Zion Valley, such as ranger stations, will reveal all nearby map markers and inspire a heightened sense of awareness, plus 3 perception for 3 minutes. So, that was like one of those places, I think, but maybe since it wasn't a ranger station, it didn't work. I don't know. Either way, we're going to keep moving and attempt to get to the Dead Horse's camp. Let's drop down here. Where is Follows Chalk? I'm not sure, but I'm sure he'll make his way over to me. Can we do some parkour and jump down there to save some time? No, it looks like it's going to make us take the long way around. Who is that? Oh, that's Follows Chalk. It looked like he had like a ranger helmet on for a second, and I was like, wait a second.
What things about the civilized lands outside Zion?
Yeah.
Is there really inside?
A giant thunder lizard. Sounds like you're talking about Dinky the dinosaur. But I don't know what that has to do with thunder unless you're like coinciding the two stories of the Helios 1.
There.
Okay, sounds like we're nearly there. Let's keep going this way. But yeah, I don't know about any thunder dinosaur, just a dinosaur, and no one really lives inside it. There's what's his face that I stole from this gun. Actually, I can't bring it up, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And there's also Boone and the other dude that I always forget the name of. Hello, little rad scorpion. Goodbye, little rad scorpion. Okay, how much longer do we have to go? Looks like there's a bunch of pikes with, what, heads? That looks like a head, right? Yeah, severely discolored. Severely discolored head. And one of these white pieces of bark that should have something inside of it. Or a log, I should say, not bark. And what do we have over here? Zion Valley Welcome Booth. Zion National Park. Okay, and there's like a white hand on it, which should be of some significance. Actually, there's white hands all over the place. Let's open this first aid box and get 1 stim pack. That's it. What's down here? 20 gauge rounds, sure. 20 gauge rounds. Yeah, and the other one was Magnum rounds. Park Ranger hat. You know what? We're going to take that. It might fit Arizona a little bit better than what we have now. We shall see. Anything else? Looks like just a bunch of trash and a magazine, lad's life. And what is that? A fork? No, it's a spork. And nothing over there. Alright. So where are we supposed to go, Flawless Chalk? Are we supposed to go down here? Looks like it. Maybe? I don't... yeah, there's a bunch of white stuff all over those rock faces, so I'm going to assume it's in this valley over here. Yes, and I'm seeing some more neutral blips up ahead, which is always a good sign. You have discovered Eastern Virgin.
Show the dead horses victories against other tribes. Lots more of them.
Oh, good for you guys. That's cool. I see another hollow log. Let's inspect that and find probably absolutely nothing. Oh, great. Another honey mesquite pod. Delicious.
Got to keep the white legs out somehow, eh?
Yeah, as if you guys didn't make this obvious enough. Let's go ahead and disarm that. Someone's going to get hurt. And let's move forward. He said traps, but I'm only seeing one so far, unless, yes, this is another bear trap. Goodbye. What if he was just like, dude, we gotta keep them out. Seriously, why are you disactivating our traps? Actually, you know what? We can just probably walk over it because we have that perk. Yep. So we don't need to, but I'm going to do it anyways just to be a jerk. Alright, how big is this damn valley? Let's get to the meat already. Come on. I wonder if Follows Chalk can activate his own traps. Even though he knows about him, he is a stupid AI. Okay, where are we going? I'm seeing a red blip, but it's probably all the way at the top of that mountain. Wonder what our perception is. Maybe we have that perception bonus right now because we might have activated his perk, although I don't know if we have yet.
Here we are. Joshua's just ahead there, in the Angel Cave.
In the Angel Cave, you say? Okay. You have discovered Dead Horses Camp. So I guess there's two tribes, the Dead Horses and the White Hands. We have two guys fighting here, right? You guys go ahead and do that. I wonder... oh, there's actually a Wild Wasteland thing going on right now. I know one of them has to do with like a name of somebody, but I am not sure what that one is referring to. Oh well, let's move inside the cave and talk to this Joshua Graham. Entrance to Angel Cave. Alrighty, two bears high-fiving.
Oi. Auslander Zuka Joshua Graham?
You're gonna have to speak English, buddy. Am I looking for Joshua? Yes, I am. Can you tell me where he is?
You know our tongue. Smart, Auslander.
Outlander.
Joshua in high place of Cave. You show respect, Utman. Joshua is greatest warrior. You show him no respect. He show you thunder and fire.
Why, is he a mage? Make sure to be on my best behavior then. Actually, no. Okay, thanks for that. I sure would hate to be shown thunder and fire.
Ha ha. Funny, Auslander. Maybe soon dead, Auslander.
Probably not. If it ever came to where I needed to kill Joshua Graham, pretty sure I could beat him in a gunfight. Okay, so I do know that one of the things with the Wild Wasteland has to deal with this guy, Two Bears High-Fiving. I forget the reference now, but I know there's something funny about his name and what he does or something. We'll take that cave fungus because why not? Let's go ahead and head up here and meet this fabled Joshua Graham, the Burning Man. And see if he's actually burned or not.
We should have given you a better welcome on your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the White Legs beat us to it.
White legs, not white hands.
White Legs seem to be the only visitors we have these days. And I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting, but I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy. I pray for the safety of all good people who come to Zion. Even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work.
I actually wasn't really close to those people. I knew them for about like one loading screen. So yeah, it's not a big deal. How do you know so much about what happened to me?
The Dead Horses are capable scouts. Nothing passes into or out of Zion without my hearing of it.
I came here with the Happy Trails Caravan. Yeah, I came here with the Happy Trails Caravan Company to make contact with the new Canaanites.
Happy trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the New Canaanites. Almost assuredly because of me. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Daniel, one of the other New Canaanites, has made many maps of the region. The bad news is that we can't help you right now. Not with everything that's going on.
I'm not going to leave without offering to help. What can I do?
You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. In such times, we can turn to the Lord. But it's good to have friends. Daniel and I need pre-war tools to help us navigate beyond Zion. Should we need to evacuate, these instruments will be vital to us. Normally, we would have some of the dead horses or sorrows look for them. But many pre-war buildings in the valley are taboo. They won't go inside.
That's the excuse? Taboo?
The sorrows believe in a spirit that lives in the caves. Say the spirit punished them once for trespassing. They put special marks around the cave entrances to keep people out. It doesn't work on the Whitelegs, of course. But the dead horses are spooked.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Follows Chalk can help you find your way around the valley. He's inexperienced, but he knows enough of our language to ignore the taboos about pre-war buildings.
And that was Joshua Graham, who seems to be continuously reloading these pistols non-stop. We can actually steal them too. And they're auto pistols. I think those are unique to this DLC. Okay, so let's see if anything else pops up on our screen. Tourist trap. There we go. That sounds like it's going to be our next quest, but let's do a little exploring in here just to see who we can talk to. Can't talk to that guy. Where's Two Bears high-fiving? There you are. Could have swore this guy has dialogue. What I think it is, I think he runs out and like fist pumps, and that was back when fist pumping was a new thing, so it was like an Easter egg, I think. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. Let's take a look at our quest. Roadside attraction. Search the ruins of the crashed scout bus for a compass. Gone fishing. Search the Zion Fishing Lodge for a walkie-talkies. Tourist trap. Search the Zion General Store for 5 Lil Scout lunchboxes. Search the Zion Ranger Station for a medical supply kit. I think we'll do these in order, so we'll start with roadside attraction. And follows Chalk should still be following us, right? I guess that makes us Chalk. Okay, so let's take a look at where this wants us to go with our world map. Crushed scout bus, and I hope to God it's going to let us. There we go. Okay, so that's interesting. I fast traveled to the spine, or whatever that place we were at before was called, and now he activated his perk. Maybe we're on a different summit, I don't know. Either way, it looks like he's in a scuffle with some rad scorpions. I'll take the final hit and all the credit, that's okay. Let's just go in this direction. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to handle himself with that stuff, and I don't honestly care about fighting rad scorpions. They're one of the most annoying enemies to fight in the entire game, aren't they? They have so much armor. How are we going to get down there? Maybe the Spire wasn't a wise option to choose in terms of fast travel. Okay, it would appear that we are coming up across the map marker. It looks to be right across, or right behind this rock. Let's find out, shall we? I'm not seeing anything. Maybe it's in this pit? Yeah, it's got to be down there. I've been playing a lot of The Witcher 3 lately, and if you were to jump from here down to here, you would basically die. It's incredibly stupid. But I've since learned that if you roll when you jump, you don't take nearly as much damage. But even then, I mean, if you roll off of a really high ledge, you'll still die. Like, I don't know why they put the falling damage so damn much on that game. Alright, let's go ahead and loot this stuff. Broken compass. This compass is broken, but can possibly... Whoops, I hit the mic pretty hard there. You guys probably heard that one. This compass is broken, but can possibly be restored to a fully functioning state. Repair of 30 or greater required. We definitely have that. Let's go ahead and repair the compass. Compass added. Okay, I'm assuming that's for a quest. Why did we just complete a quest when we didn't even grab any of these lunch boxes? I have no clue, but let's go ahead and grab them anyways. 1, 2, 3. How did a dino toy make its way all the way out here? And you'll notice there's tiny little skeletons of, like, children. That's a bit dark. Compass sensor module? I really don't know what the hell the significance of those things are. Alright, one more, and finally, boom. That's 5, although, again, I don't know why it activated when we grabbed that compass. Let's take a look at our quest again. Gone fishing. Search the Zion fishing lodge for walkie-talkies, and that is all the way out there. So I will see you guys when I get there. Okay, now unfortunately Follow Shock is unconscious somewhere. I don't really know where he is, but that was quite a long trek, so he could be anywhere over there somewhere. But regardless, we are pretty damn close to our location. In fact, it's right here. Maybe we've already activated. No, we have not. What is it called again? Zion Fishing Lodge. And what are we looking for again? Walkie-talkies, that's right. Okay, well, let's head inside, shall we? Alrighty, Fishing Lodge, what do you... Oh my god, that is a big gecko. Wow. Is it called anything? Young green gecko. That's a young gecko? That thing is freaking huge. That thing's bigger than every other gecko we've seen in the Mojave Wasteland. Did all of my bat shots... Okay, I was gonna say, did all of them miss point blank, really? Alright, reload. Reload. Where'd Follow Shock go? Is he unconscious again? Don't you guys know who you're messing with? I have Lucky. Did that thing just scream like a human? That was freaky. Alright, reload. Come on. The only thing about this gun, I don't know if it has more ammo than normal pistols, but it seems like it takes forever to reload. Wow. Alright, you need to hold still, buddy. There we go. Okay, I think that scream was me. That would make a lot more sense. Where did Follow Shock go? Oh, there he is. He's not dead, is he? Okay, good. That was an extremely dead-looking pose. Okay, thank God.
I'm not dead.
That's what I was saying. Wow. Alright, oh, cool. Back here we have some 12-gauge rounds, and... looks like we need to go through this cabinet. What would happen if we tried to force lock and it broke? I guess there has to be a key because you have to proceed with this quest. Let's see, before we leave here, let's see if there's anything else interesting inside of this place. There has to be, right? What do we have here? Fishing battery and some scrap electronics. That's not really what I'm interested in. I am interested in first aid boxes, though, especially when they have 3 stim packs. What about you, crate? Bobby pin, energy cells. Cool. So far, so good. I would really like something unique, although I'm not... Yeah, see, fishing lodge cabinet key. I knew it. That's weird that it gave a pop-up menu, though. Well, yeah, I mean, anyone would know it. It's not gonna not let you get back into a place that you have to get into. Glad I looted that. Alright, looks like we're gonna be on our last leg of this quest. Tourist trap, search the Zion General Store for 5 Little Scout lunchboxes. That's why we didn't need to take the lunchboxes. Duh. Search the Zion Ranger Station for a medical supply kit. It's kind of confusing, though, that they put a bunch of lunchboxes there as well. Alright, we are pretty low on health here, but let's see where this is. Looks like the best place to walk to it would be from where we are now. I will see you guys when we get there. Alright, it would appear that we're really close, and it would also appear that this gecko is freaking running straight at me and has a death wish. Okay, I think Follow Shock is yet again unconscious. We have been running into quite a lot of scuffles. They haven't really been interesting. It's like a random rad scorpion, a random gecko, a random white legs person trying to shoot at me. So that's why I've omitted them from this video. Can we hit that dog from here? Ow! Oh my god, what in the world just hit me? Whatever it did poisoned me, and we are really, really, really low. Is it a Cazador? Oh god, I forgot Cazadors are in this DLC. Thank god he's low health, though. Die, you horrible abomination. We're gonna lose so much health just from getting poisoned, too. What is that? Is that a friendly dog? And it's just called dog? Okay, what about you? Why... Alright, well, I didn't want to kill you guys, but he bit me. I'm sorry. So many tough choices in this LP. I don't even want to make them, but I just have to. Okay, so we're still getting hit by this poison. And it's telling us to go inside of here. But we're going to save that for the next episode. Thank you for watching this one, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys in the next one. Wow, this general store looks oddly familiar to the one in Good Springs. Anyways, see you guys there. Bye-bye.